Hi, it's T with TeaQuilts, and I'm here today to show you how to modify a Panto. I have a Panto that's called Pretty Paisley, and it's from Beanie Girl Quilts, and I actually bought it from WillowLeafStudio.com. So I want to first show you the Panto. So you'll have to excuse my overhead lights, but first I want to show you the Panto. And I like the Panto, except for when it comes and starts to stitch in this area. I feel like this space is a little too big, so I'm actually going to modify that. I've already done some markings on my machine, but I am going to show you how I will change the Panto just a tad. So let me put the camera on the tripod and I'll be right back. So in order to do this technique, you're going to need some painter's tape and then some sort of marking pen. You can use a pencil, but I'm using Identi-Pen, and I don't know if you can see that because of the light that's coming through my window and my overhead lights. But first thing I want to do is just take a piece of tape that's a little bit bigger than my area, and I want to just put this tape here in the space that I want to add the Panto. So then next, I just go back and go ahead and draw in my line that's being covered by the tape. And so if I covered too far up at the top, I will also add that back in. So as I'm stitching, I'm not worried about where my lines are. Okay, so I have all of my base lines in. Since this has a spiral in the pattern, I thought that it would be okay to put a spiral hook into here. So as I'm stitching, I'm going to come along this line, go up here, put in a hook, and then come out with these bumps, back out, and then back into the line, and then I'll continue on with the Panto. So I have marked this one. I will have to mark this in every space that has that open gap. So here's another area where I will have to mark that gap, and then as I'm coming down, here's another area. So I'm going to mark a few areas, and then I will come back and show you the end result. So here I have a few areas marked. I've marked this area here, and I guess I can go back. I can see the lines, but for the camera's sake, I'll go ahead and draw them in. And then here's my second one. And then I'll just go ahead and finish drawing those lines so we can see where the lines are. And then I've done that to every spot down the length of the Panto. So let me slide it up a little bit. So I have all of my marks done, and I've already started stitching, so you can't see all of them, but this is a very tiny quilt, so it's not very big. So that's how you can modify Panto. I tested out some other designs like a double loop, and the hook just looks better to me, so that's what I'm going with. So when you have Pantos, you want to change them up a little bit, add something to your line, this is how you would do it. But just remember, you've got to mark every spot where you want it, because you're blind quilting when you're doing Panto, so you can't just draw one and say I'll freehand it. So that's my tip for this week. I will get back with you next time. Happy quilting, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye for now.